Barbara Harrington is a pretty accomplished artist. In her spare time, Barbara does landscapes and portraits. And someday, she says, when she retires, she'd like to take up art full-time, maybe even make a new career at it. But for the time being, she's happy to call this just a hobby, painting landscapes and portraits and tummies. That's right. Among her other accomplishments, Barbara Harrington is a stomach painter. When she paints the belly of Jack Jackson, it changes his whole personality. In fact, it changes his gender, too.
I try to make it look realistic, as close to a human being as I can, because I think that's what makes it funny.
What's the reaction of people when they see this?
First reaction, they don't know what they're seeing. It takes them a few moments, if they're not prepared for it, to focus in on what they're actually seeing.
What they're actually seeing is a face painted on a stomach. Barbara applies the face with ordinary and some theatrical makeup. The eyes and the nose go wherever Barbara wants them to go, but the mouth is always drawn around the belly button.
In my experience, there are two kinds of belly buttons, innies and outies. Can you paint an outie?
Yeah, I've noticed since I've been doing these guys that some of them have cuter navels than others.
How does Jack rate here?
Oh, his is gorgeous. He really has a kissable navel.
Jack, what does it feel like when she paints you like that?
Kind of tickles.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, anytime a woman touches me feels good.
Jack is not the only one who enjoys having his stomach painted by Barbara. So does Chip Dunnan, a mild-mannered personnel interviewer for the state of Florida. When Barbara needed stomachs to paint, she recruited Chip and Jack and two other apparently sane and consenting adults, Chuck Parsons and Ralph Wickland. Together they created the abdominal I-8-man. The I-8-men perform for parties and for charity groups. It's all in the spirit of fun. There's no money in this. You might say they're doing it strictly for the belly laughs.
Ralph, what makes a good belly actor?
Gotta have guts.
Yeah. Do you practice?
Yes, I do.
In front of the mirror?
In front of the mirror.
And you stand there and you...
Yes, I do.
What can you make your stomach do?
Basically, I can make my mouth whistle and my belly button whistle, and that's by bringing my stomach in and out.
Today, the bellymen are bearing their tummies and talents for the patients of All Children's Hospital. You have to admit, at an age when most of us are trying to minimize the effects of middle-age spread, these guys are making the most of it. They really let it all hang out.
What do people say when you tell them you're one of the abdominal I-8-men?
I don't tell them.
Oh, it's a...
Yeah, right.
Mum's the word, eh?
Right. Who would admit to this?
Well, I admit, I have always wanted to go into show business. And since I'm 7 months pregnant, I figured I might have the figure for this kind of work. But as Ralph explained it to me, it's not the gut you've got, it's what you can do with it.
How do you get your stomach to move like that?
Muscle control.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't do that. I honestly can't.
You sure?
Well, maybe lately.
Do you think you can make your belly move like one of the belly dancers?
Yes.
Oh, show me. Hey, that's pretty good. Do it again. That's real good. I think you got a future ahead of you in show business. So, you see, it takes some talent to make it, even in this obscure corner of the performing arts. But let me tell you something, it's not all glamour. There are hazards involved in belly acting. It can be a high-risk profession.
What is the most dangerous part about being a belly man?
Running into something because you can't see with a hat on.
You have no idea what you look like
No.
out there? You want me to tell you what you look like?
No, thank you.
Why is this so funny? I mean, it is funny, but why is
It's different. It's different. You don't just go around every day in a movie or out in the streets or at home and see it.
That's
And
true.
And some people would say, that's just as well.